The Intercontinental Hotel in Kabul was burning overnight, besieged for hours. According to authorities, 8 heavily armed suicide attackers were able to penetrate the hotel's tight security. Afghan forces rushed to the scene and a gun battle played out in the dark. The Taliban claimed responsibility for the rare nighttime attack in the capital, which hit the hotel on the eve of a conference about transferring security in the country from foreign combat troops to Afghan forces by 2014. Abdul Zahir Faizada heads the local council in Herat. He said none of the many officials in the western city's delegation were hurt.
There was Herat's mayor, the head of Herat's finance department, and the Herat governor's spokesman. We were all safely moved thanks to the security forces and police.
Officials said the 8 suicide attackers were killed and 11 more Afghans died, including a provincial judge and 5 hotel workers. As dawn was breaking, flames could still be seen and smoke was rising from the upper floors. NATO helicopters had been used in the early hours of the morning to break the siege after militants had taken up positions on the roof. As the choppers attacked and Afghan security forces moved in, there were several massive explosions. Officials at the scene said the blasts occurred when suicide bombers were fired on or blew themselves up.
It was a huge blast, some 5-6 blasts.
I don't think we really know quite what happened.
Authorities had thought the attack had ended at that point, but one more explosion rocked the hotel hours later. The Kabul police chief said a lone suicide bomber who'd been injured in the fight had blown himself up in one of the rooms. A national security spokesman said no foreigners were killed in the attack, but 2 were among the wounded. The chief of intelligence for Helmand province, who said his room was hit by several bullets, called the assailants the enemy of peace and stability in Afghanistan. Karen Sloan, The Associated Press.